Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mang.
And I'm Lego.
Welcome back to Two Brothers Play, where we're going to be playing some Shadowdark. We just got done playing some Shadowdark. Now we're going to play more Shadowdark. You must really love Shadowdark.
The biggest fan
Gotta be one of your favorite games
of all time.
We're going to be starting up a new little mini campaign, most likely. That's how things go. And I bounced around a few ideas before settling on Terra Invictus, which is a ready-to-go hex crawl by Chubby Funster. I actually did a bit of this solo, which I haven't uploaded yet.
There he is, the man himself.
So, set in this own world, and every hex has something in it. It has its own random encounter table. Blah blah blah. There's rumor tables, everything you need.
Everything the buddy needs.
I've also taken the trouble of throwing in a few additional rumors connected to some other modules sprinkled nearby.
Beautiful.
It's not written originally for Shadowdark. It's originally written for Ambition and Avarice, which is Chubby Funster's own game, but he ported it to Shadowdark. I have both versions that I've purchased. I also have the physical copy of Terra Invictus if you would prefer to read the book. So we're going to whip up a party and then go. And Lego is going to be a bit more in the DM chair this time. So he's got the Terra Invictus document in front of him.
I get to cheat.
Yeah, and...
keep us alive.
Well, we're still co-DMs, but I'm just going to try not to look, and you know, you're going to be the one asking.
Love some numbers.
You're going to be the one asking, what do you do?
Yeah.
To give Lego some DM experience, because he needs it, so he can feel what it's like on the other side of the table. But let's start making our characters, shall we?
Where's the character? Is there? Oh, I don't do this. You do actor or no? Character generator. Cool. Are we level 1?
We are level 1. No funnel today. And I'm going to start with Ancestry, because that's how I like to do it. Apparently I lost all my... all my things. Okay.
Wow.
My first guy is a half-orc.
Cool. You just gonna roll randomly for everything?
I roll randomly for Ancestry.
Okay.
His name will be... Framash.
I like him.
His stats: 17 con, 5 wisdom, 6 charisma. This will be my fighter. I'm gonna swap his strength and con.
Okay. Oop, I can probably move this out of the way. I don't need this anymore.
Oh. He was a livestock farmer, and then he picked up the axe.
Nice. My guy will be Palo. That's good. What should I be?
He's gonna go with the we'll go with the spear. I'm a fan of the spear Rooney.
Okay.
Six hit points is what he got. And he's going to take +2 to con. 7 hit points is what he's got. At -3 wisdom. He ain't noticing shit for dick.
He's a fucking loser.
Better not say that to his face. He'll spear you through the mouth with his dick.
Let me think. Wow, 3 wisdom.
What does he need that for? He's got strength in his muscles, in his arm, in
So
his
he's
legs.
you got a +0. Oh
For
God.
what?
For his stats.
That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
What is he going to use charisma for?
True. So you just simply roll this, huh?
Yeah, what else would you do? Here you go, there's your stats.
Same, -1. Pretty cool. No, 0.
Ooh, 19. I got a dwarf. Dwarf. Also a strong. I could have 2 fighters if I wanted. He could be a thief. Good stats, but that -1 wisdom. Maybe my wizard. Okay, he'll be my wizard. You were going with 2 priests again, I believe.
I was gonna go with a fighter this time, but maybe I will do priest. Because I can always swap stats, can't you?
You can swap 1 stat. Oh, I named him dwarf. Now, we'll give her the name of Barilla. No, that's not very dwarvish. Something female dwarfish.
Alright, fine. Fine, we'll do 2 priests.
Roosta,
Oh, we're not gonna do chaotic.
Flagenoffen.
How do you roll hit points?
When you create,
Yeah,
make
we'll
sure you roll your gold and then double it.
I think that's okay. Priest spells are wisdom based, right?
That is correct.
Roll HP. 2.
Well,
Cool.
you can't have less than 4.
So re-roll?
No, just change it to 4.
Can't.
I'm aware.
Okay. What do you roll for talent? Drag and drop here, the choose?
Well, you rolled 2 talents, so
Oh, okay. So I either get +1 melee attacks or +1 range attacks?
that's correct.
God, these are awful. How do you drag and drop? Okay, no. Oh, that's just done. Okay, well. Effect +1. Okay, then just close it. Okay, and then wait. Where are you supposed to? You just supposed to drag and drop this? How you? There. Okay, good. Oh, drag and drop here. There it is. Doesn't matter.
Well, now you got it 3 times.
Do I? Okay, that's fine. Spells? And
No,
then-
it's not fine. I'm not giving you 3 fucking talents at level 1.
No, I was gonna delete it. Can't you just delete it?
Why wouldn't you just delete it on that?
Yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, next up is spells. Okay. Okay. So cure wounds. Why is it doing this?
Hmm.
Okay. And then
You have to roll the other one randomly.
oh, this one? Okay. So how do you random roll?
Well, it's a D5.
Okay. How do you Okay, 2. So holy weapon.
Okay.
Okay. and then level up.
Okay.
All right, I do everything. Oh, your AC can't be lower than 3. Okay, good.
Not 4.
Oh, 4, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Cure wounds, holy weapon, turn undead. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. And then let's make another one. How'd you get that? Where you created a just create is right here? Is it, oh, create. Right. Let's see here. With Talos. One, please. Priest. He will be a elf, maybe? I don't think we want that one. Wouldn't make any sense. Dwarf, then. Let's do random background. Haunted. Cool. Alignment lawful. And then we're just going to do the same deity. Okay. Let's see here. Again, 0 on the stats. And we'll do 14 wisdom. 11 at okay. Five. Okay. Roll the talents. Okay. Okay. Cure wounds. And then 3 light. Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, there's a lot here.
Well, it's a whole campaign setting.
That's... All right, let's see here. Oh, you're bringing 3 people?
I said I was gonna do that, remember?
No, I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's look for some equipment. And we can have anything we want on them?
Anything you can afford.
How do you tell how much everything is?
You look it up in the book.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. You're looking for patience, solo play. They don't have armor in here.
Why would they have it in a campaign setting book?
You're right. Well, where would we go for armor then?
Axe?
Oh, you have that.
Okay. Well, you should know all the prices of armor now because it's pretty simple.
40 for chain, right?
That's true.
And 60 for plate.
That's true.
Okay. We'll take 60 for plate. Okay, so there's plate. I'll take chain. And I'm gonna equip both of them with chain. Do need a shield. You said there's 2 types of shields, kites and regular.
Height, crescent, and great.
All right, we'll do with kite shields. How much kites cost?
10.
Okay. All right, then we are going to delete that. Do 2 chain. We'll buy something better later. And then 2 kite shields. How much do weapons cost?
10.
Let's go with, I like the idea of a mace. Yeah. I think a mace is fine.
Mace costs 5.
We'll have him have a mace. And then a longsword is 10?
Yep.
Good. We just have to find longsword. Does it not exist, or is it somewhere in there?
Only there was an easy way to search for the entire database.
I did. Longsword.
It's definitely not how you search through the database.
What? What? It's control V?
No.
No, it's not. What is it again? Control plus, control shift.
Space.
Oh, control. Yeah, control space. There it is.
Special boy.
I'm not that special. Thank you very much.
Special little boy.
It's 1d6. Okay. Okay. Looks good. Good. 13 and 14 AC. It's better than nothing. I think I'm gonna go without Helms. In 4 HP, you're just gonna die in one hit anyway. Probably should have it. You are all set up there, aren't you?
Pretty much.
How much do torches cost?
Some 1 silver for 2 or something like that. Yeah, 1 silver for 2.
What weapons are you carrying? Looks like your wizard probably needs all the torches. But I'll carry some for him.
Yeah. He'll be the torch bearer.
Yeah.
We might not be going into a dungeon for a bit, though. Who knows? I have 80... I have like 100 gold spare.
You have 100 gold spare? What the hell did you roll? Your last guy rolled really big, didn't he?
Not really.
Just didn't buy anything?
Well, I mean, a wizard usually doesn't. And I got 100 out of the wizard.
All right, well then we should probably set up a tank. You have a fighter? See, I'll set up. Why don't we give him plate?
Because plate is 6 slots.
You have 18.
It's 6 slots, and it would set his AC at 6. I'd get 1 extra AC out of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, I understand. I get it. It's your call.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I was thinking about setting myself up with all ranged on the priest this time. Ranged works off of dex, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Your dex is terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
Both your guys should have plate.
Yeah, I know. We could spend the extra for him, I guess. They're 14 and 13.
How do you not have any money? My question.
I rolled, well, I mean, I got 40 on one, no, 60 on one and 80 on the other.
A lot of money. You should spend it all out.
Chainmail is 40.
Yeah.
So 2 chainmails is 80.
Right.
Kite shields 10 each. 90, 100. This is 5 gold. This is 10 gold, 15. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, we could get both of them plate if you want.
I think it's probably best if we just do 1 plate and the other guy will just stay back. So let's do Talos with plate. Take out an extra 20 gold.
Me?
Yeah. And I'll put plate armor on.
Okay.
Okay, now he's got 17. That's better. And I guess we'll give him a great shield. How much is that great shield extra from a kite shield? Kite's
cost
10?
40.
Could. I could always guard you then. Not even attack and just guard you.
Well, you haven't bought a crawling kit on either of them yet.
No. How much does a crawling kit cost?
10.
Okay, so drop that down to 0. And crawling kit.
Hmm.
You can't do that.
No, you have to drag it individually.
Okay, what's in a crawling kit? I cannot remember.
Only there was like an easy way.
There we go. Brilliant. Thank you.
That's a Shadowdark crawling kit.
What? Ugh. Axe crawling kit. Okay, there we go. Okay. So backpack. Bandages.
2 bandages.
Thank you. Bedroll. Iron spikes. Ration iron. 50 rope. Inner box. And then I got the torch. Okay, good. And then, okay. Then backpack. Bandages. Bedroll. Iron spikes. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, guess that's good then. We're broke. We broke.
Well, I still have 81 gold.
What do we want then?
I don't have to spend it, but if you have any thoughts.
We can get. Did you buy military oil?
No.
We can get some military oil.
Okay, I suppose. Rusta could hold some.
I'm pretty full.
I'll buy 2 military oil. Various herbs, I guess, but none of us have the healer proficiency.
Nope.
Like the little, unless we want to recruit a healer, but we do have 2 priests, so
Yeah, I don't think that's necessary.
we could get donkeys, we could get horses, but 5
I think we should
get
I think we should get some donkeys.
Okay.
But how much do horses cost?
For like step horses,
Yeah.
30 each. Well, that's riding step is 60 each. Yeah, it's not cheap.
No, we should just do a donkey. We're gonna be walking a little bit, and then we should get a hunting dog, or for tracking.
Okay,
What do you
so
think?
donkey costs 10 with the sacks necessary. That's times 5. 8 times 5 is 40, so 4 gold for the staff. So that's 14 gold for the donkey. Okay, I'll buy a donkey.
You want to keep track of them? Or you want me to?
I can keep track. We're gonna call him Donkey.
I like Donkey the Donkey. I love it. I can't think of anything else unless you want to just buy more oil or
hunting dog.
Yeah.
And who's responsible for this hunting dog?
Let's do it on.
Are you the hunting dog's keeper?
I am the hunting dog's keeper. This Talos will be.
Okay. And we'll have to buy some food for the dog. Dogs need food.
Let's see how much. What should we call the hunting dog? Do Eugene. Hunting dog Eugene. Brilliant. Okay. That makes all right.
Okay.
Talos
Donkey's holding 25 days worth of dog.
Very good.
Okay, okay.
got some images.
I prefer having images for my characters because I actually like try to see my characters as characters rather than just a collection of stats on my screen.
No,
which is how you play.
They're currently just a collection of stats.
Yeah, that's how you like to play, but I get a little bit more involved.
I'm glad. And why do you kill your characters so often?
I try not to. That's the whole goal.
Oh, damn. Well, there's always another character, so I just kill him.
That's not how the game's meant to be played, actually.
Are you sure? See, here I think of it like Baldur's Gate 3, you have heroes that are just, you gotta keep these guys to the end.
Yeah, and they never die.
Correct.
No one gives a shit.
Exactly.
They're all annoying.
But for Shadowdark, this is the story of Frumash's death.
No, he will live.
Let
and
it
do
be
great
grand.
things. He will live and do great things.
It will be grand.
So Rusta knows
Rusta.
slumber, auditory illusion, and leaping.
Okay. Well, with okay, auditory illusion, huh? Leaping and slumber. Leaping is you can just jump anywhere you want.
It lets you jump farther.
Cool. Look at these. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Which one do you like?
I like this one. I'm very rakish.
Yeah.
What did your spells were? What you got?
Let's see. We have 2 priests. We got cure wounds, light, holy weapon.
Okay, well, light's good. We never need torches.
Well, unless you fail, but
unlikely.
But got +1 to spellcasting checks.
That's nice. And +2 wisdom. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what Palo is supposed to be doing. I'm not really sure, but +3 wisdom.
Good.
Yeah.
Sure will be A-okay. Okay, well, you can take us away then.
I don't really know what we're supposed to be doing. I'm reading this, and where do you start?
We are starting in Begonia? Yeah, Begoria.
Well, where do you start the actual thing?
Begoria, it's 29, 30.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe it's 30, 33.
Okay, let's see. The civilized north.
Control F. Begoria, really.
Bugatti? Control Bugatti.
I don't think it was Bugatti.
Begoria. That's not Begoria. Bugoria. Bugoria. For example, Bugoria 17 hexes away. That's not it. Okay. Bugoria. There it is. 3033 Bugoria.
Where we're starting.
All right. 4,452 residents, 200 guards, 95 human lawful Temple of Chal, and Kuni. Not exactly sure how to read this. I'm not sure how to do this. So we're starting in hex 3033, which is 33, which is the Bugatti. There, right here, over here, Bugatti. Yeah. Okay, here we are, right on the coast. Oh, that's so cute. Idyllic little town. Major coastal trading port on the southern edge of the kingdom of Bacnia. It is a transportation hub and can be used to reach a wide range of locations by sea. All right, this is where we're starting. Yep. This is a wonderful little place.
Okay.
Let's see. Trying to read on like how they want you to start the.
How do you start a campaign?
How do you start a campaign? All right. Let's see here. So, assumingly, do we have a backstory for our group, or we're just like we met all at a bar one time and?
Yeah, we're just hanging out in Begoria and we're like, you know what? Let's get the fuck out. Let's do something with our lives.
Yeah, let's do something. Are you tired of just being poor?
Yeah.
Working the slop houses and okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're sitting in a bar in Bagoria, and I assume we came here. We got off the boat together.
Now, if I were the DM,
okay,
I'd probably give each character one roll on the rumor table.
Sure.
To start for free.
That's a good idea.
Maybe something they heard on the way in.
Yeah, we were shipping over from the sea, and we were each talking with one of the sailors, and they're all gruff guys. They've been here, and they each knew something. So where do we roll? We roll out of the.
It's gonna be a D26.
What the fuck? Okay. All right, roll D26, 14, and you got a 26.
Yeah, well, 1 through 20 is in the document. 21 through 26 is the ones I added.
Where is the 1 through? Okay, here it is. All right, so I'm talking to a guy, and he says that the mouth of the smoking river is actually a giant demon spawn.
I'm gonna write that down.
Oh God, the mouth of the
smoking river.
I'm trying to find
actually
a giant demon spawn.
That sounds horrible.
That would be right here, the mouth of the smoking river, right here.
Is that
30...
the mouth? What's the other end called?
Well, I thought
What's the delta?
Tentacle Bay? I mean, like, here it is.
What is the mouth of a river? There's got to be a different word for both ends.
No, well, I don't know. What would it be called?
Now we're Googling. Because you don't know.
The mouth of the river.
Into a larger body of water.
This is it right here. That's what I'm saying.
You sound very confident.
That's fair. Okay. Would you consider that 3723 or 3822?
I'm going to put 3723 as a starting point.
Yeah.
If I don't find anything there. Okay. What else we got?
Okay, and then
I got my 26. A local merchant has been plagued by dreams of a spirit begging for a release from a crypt near the Painted Hills to the west. He's offering 400 gold if anyone can stop the dream.
Painted. Oh, the Painted Hills. There it is.
Much closer.
Yeah, I don't know how far because yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we land here. Oh, there's an onion.
I said one per character.
No, I understand that, but this is more about our starting location.
Okay, well, I'm gonna roll again.
Oh, you're gonna pay?
No, I said one per character.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that I have 2 characters. Well, we can't. Do we hear the same one?
No.
Okay. 5 and 11. All right. Wow. 5. Another guy says that the frost dragons haunt the Anga Peaks.
Okay.
The Anga Peaks
pretty far. To the east.
Is it? Oh.
It's there. Middle.
Oh, the middle. Okay. Okay. Then 11. Oh, well, I guess we should probably put as a starting. Let's see. Let's assume that
31, 24 maybe.
Let's assume that it's the highest point.
Okay.
So it's 30,
31, 24.
Yeah.
Around there. Okay, and what's 11?
11 is a town on the Gravelline Bay coast was completely wiped out by a plague. Okay, all right. So
that's pretty horrible.
Where is the Gravelline coast? Gravelline coast right here.
It's a hell of a rumor, but we can get on a boat and go anywhere. So could be anywhere. To be honest.
Yeah,
it's along the whole coast of that
it could be any one of these. I would assume that it's
36, 15.
Yeah, right next to Cassius, so we can boat here.
I don't know if that's part of the bay.
You don't? Yeah.
Well, maybe that is. I'm just gonna put Graveland Bay and figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I get one more. 14 we already had.
Nope.
10.
14 we didn't have. There are ancient ziggurats
14.
in the Broom jungle from a lost civilization. The Broom jungle. The Broomy?
Of a lost civilization?
There it is, right here. Okay, yes. So 14 is there are ancient ziggurats in the Broomy jungle from a lost civilization. So I think you 41-21. Right in the middle.
Okay. Well, then we have our spots. Yeah. You know, there's something see here. There's something around here. There's something around
So a little bit about our town.
Here.
The Bugatti is protected by a small stone keep and a detachment of 50 soldiers. And we're kind of just walking around town and we see that there's, 45, 50 soldiers walking around defending the place. And the port is a gateway to the world and home to a wide variety of people. So PCs of any class can be recruited by visiting the docks.
Now, if you were DMing, you would say that.
No. What I would say is that the docks see a lot of people. So if you ever are looking
we just arrived.
Huh?
We just arrived from a ship.
Correct. So yeah, like there's all types of people are arriving by the dock.
Okay.
A good place to check. There are 2 temples in the town.
Right. Now, for his setting, I don't know if you saw, he's got like 50 or like 100 deities or something like that. It's crazy amount. So if I was running this for Shadowdark, I would just convert it to the Shadowdark deity.
Oh, okay, you would.
So if you just want to say there's a big temple to Madeira, there's a big temple to Saint Agnes, blah blah blah.
That's
whatever.
idea.
Or in this case, it's like a temple to a water
so
deity.
you just continue to just convert everything as you're playing it.
Well, sure, that's what DMing is.
Yeah. How do you remember that you converted it though?
What do you mean? Well, you keep notes, and in your notes you say
Okay.
Begoria, temple to Madeira, temple to Saint Agnes.
That makes sense.
So I would probably change Shal though to Ged, because that's like the wilderness deity. And then Kune would probably be Saint Agnes or something.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That makes sense. All right. And then we learn that okay, who is in charge then? There's a lot of people. Would you ever note the people or no?
The Baron is in charge.
Yeah, okay.
Well, this is sort of came up when I was playing solo. Like, I'm not sure. Obviously, when you're playing solo, you can read all this. Like, you see all this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But when you're DMing a normal game, you wouldn't just say, like, okay, you're in Begoria. There's a guy named Merrick Sereda who's severely impaired, who lives with his... you wouldn't say all that.
Correct.
So I'm not quite sure how some of that's meant to come about.
Yeah, I mean, look at, like, they have... Pavel Borza is a trader who sold foodstuff and dry goods to the cult of the Eye Tyrant in 3324.
It's more just like flavor and building out the city, and just like, hey, okay,
but you would mention that the Baron is in charge here. The Baron is in control of a...
I might mention it if it comes up. I mean, it's not something you need to know when you step off the boat.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it depends on how much we want to do in town, investigate around town, so on and so forth. Sometimes there are things that connect back to these in other sections, stuff like that. But we're just fresh off the boat. We've heard some rumors. We've brought our gear and things like that. We got a donkey. Maybe we just picked up the donkey and the dog here. I'm like, okay, well, we have some things we could investigate. Some closer than others. There is a crypt, apparently, not that far away, towards the Painted Hills. And that's certainly the closest. Otherwise, we could keep asking for more rumors, try to find some more avenues, or just wander.
That's true. Or we could set up shop here and start trading.
We could do some.
Just start making a living here.
Mercantile ventures.
Mercantile ventures.
We don't have a lot of capital, though. That's the problem.
And that's so true.
So it would be a very slow start.
I guess we should probably go to the Painted Hills.
Okay. Then we will set out, and I think
we're leaving Bugatti, and we got to go through 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes. No, if we go south here, 1, 2, 3. If we follow the coastline,
we could follow the coast, which provides less chances of getting lost because we're just going along the coast till we get to the hills. So sure, we'll set out and head towards 3032.
How big are these hexes? Where is the
6 miles is the standard. I think he may have said they're 5 at some point. I think he may have said that in the original version. The Shadowdark one doesn't mention, but 6 is the standard, so it's 6.
Okay, makes sense.
So we can travel probably 12 miles per day.
Okay, so basically we'd get through from here. We get all the way through 3032 and mostly through 3031.
Yeah, this is just grassland, steppe land,
so very
sort of
low.
Stuff. It's pretty easy. I wish he had labeled roads or something. That would have been really helpful, because I would imagine there's roads from like here to Boleslaw.
Well, it's like, no offense, but there would be some sort of main roads here. Like, yes, you'd have one going. I would assume that there might not be any roads.
Probably a road from here to Pagorze.
What?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
But beyond that, maybe not anything else.
Well, I mean, don't you think there would be a mountain passage that you'd walk through to get to the Sandy Gorn, like instead of going all the way around?
Maybe, but this is a port city, so most of their stuff is done through ships. You know, aquatic stuff. So probably it's just a boat that goes up to Scalise and Kisek, which is I think the capital of this empire.
All right, so assuming there's no roads and we're just walking the grasslands.
Yeah. So then we can get through 2 hexes.
Looks more like rolling hills, though.
In Bagoria, did it mention rolling hills?
Question. Bagoria. Major.
Yeah. So you're the DM. I mean, you tell me if you think it's rolling hills.
The problem that I have is just looking at the map. You can see that there are some sort of hills here. This would be like complete grass. Well, I would assume that the dense would be like forests. Wouldn't you think so?
That could be true, yeah.
So, I mean, this one is clearly mountain. So you've got your you got your grasslands.
Yeah.
You got your forests. You got your mountains.
Now, the mountains are called the Painted Hills.
Oh, I guess they are just hills then. Yeah, you're right. Are there any mountains here?
Well, sure. There's Anga Peaks.
Okay, so I can see
mountains.
how... Yeah, there it is. So it's really severe.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So then these are hills. Okay, then I guess these are probably just...
I don't think there's that many big hills next to the coast, traditionally.
No, I agree with that.
All right. So we depart. We don't need to roll a navigation check because we're following the coastline. So we head into 3032, and you're going to tell me what's what. Remember, we always get a random encounter.
Yeah, so roll a d20.
Now, Terra Invictus has its own random encounter tables for each hex.
What? Okay. So assuming, so we're in 3032.
Yep. You could just scroll up slightly.
That is so easy.
They're in numerical order. You were at 3033.
Very nice. We're at 3032.
Yeah. What's the weather like today?
Rain in the afternoon.
Okay.
So it's morning.
So yeah, it is fairly early. Yeah. So it's like getting to cloudy skies a little bit.
Fertile and verdant land.
Nice.
Dotted with many homesteads.
So it's pretty civilized area still, and a lot of farmland.
Fields of grain and legumes are under cultivation.
Nice area.
Goats and sheep wander the common lands.
Amazing.
This is definitely
idyllic.
So civilized. Very civilized.
Yeah.
Well established. Okay. Okay. Well, you see, here's the question that I would ask. How would you know if you encounter this? Like if I was DMing and you're walking through it
on the random encounter table at all?
No.
So that symbol is combat. Most wilderness hexes have a combat entry. This describes hostile monsters or NPCs that could attack PCs. Don't forget to make reaction checks. Give the players a chance to negotiate their way out of trouble if that is what they choose. I would say basically if players were like, we're going to search the hex to see if we find anything, any points of interest. because that's often what you do in a hex crawl. Because almost every hex should have a point of interest. That would be what you'd find.
Okay.
You'd find this tall, ominous-looking willow tree.
So it's just extra information. You might just skip over half the stuff in this book.
Sometimes there'll be a combat thing, and then there'll be more underneath it, like treasure. And it says you can't get to the treasure section without doing the combat section.
Okay.
So it's like
it's safe. Check once per day for random encounters.
Well, every time you enter a hex, you're gonna roll.
Okay, so roll a d6.
I will roll a d6. I got a 3.
3. All right. 3D. You run into 3d6 peasants. So roll 3d6.
7.
There's 7 peasants betting on a dog fight.
Oh.
And both dogs are in horrible condition. There's a pen, and you're in the middle of these rolling fields, and these guys are just yelling, and there's this is noises attracts us. So we're walking up here, and these peasants are just filthy, hovel-stricken peasants.
Is dog fighting legal in these parts?
Let's see. I feel like we should roll an oracle. How would I find that in this book?
Yeah. You really think that's going to be mentioned in the book? This is called DMing.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's say that it is not legal to have an establishment of it, but they set it up sometimes where it's just
amateur dog fighting.
Amateur dog fighting is just
sort of overlooked.
Correct. When any of our characters see these dogs just getting brutally beaten half death, and all of our characters are just looking at this, and we're like, oh yeah, sure, fine, whatever. But
I don't know if I like it.
Let me see my details. So I mean, both of my deities are Saint Taragnus. One background is my guy was wanted, and one is haunted. So, but they're both lawful. So I think that's the key thing to look at here is you're walking by here, and
but it's not illegal. So it comes down to your character's personality, which you hate. You despise personality.
That's so true.
You don't even have pictures for him.
It's so true. Okay.
I think Breva has a real issue with this.
Breva's got an issue. What's Breva's background or details?
Nothing.
Okay.
I think she just doesn't approve at all.
Yeah, she's a little more empathetic. She sees these poor dogs.
She's gonna have her hands like on the hilts of her 2 short swords.
Oh boy!
And she's gonna yell like, "Knock it off!
Yeah,
enough of this. This is cruel."
And cruel and unusual punishment.
I won't tolerate it.
All right, and let's get now. I guess we have to roll a reaction.
There you go.
All right, so reaction is based off of D20, right?
Nope.
How do you see
reactions are always 2d6?
Okay, and then how do you just scale? Is if it's under like 7 or 8?
I can show you in the Axe book.
I don't have Axe book.
Well, you might need to read it. This is your table, modified by charisma, or certain modifiers you might apply based on the situation.
All right. So there's only 7 peasants.
Yeah,
they're just normal, average. You got one guy's got a pitchfork, one guy's got a little whip or a little sickle, and we're walking up with plate mail.
Yeah, 5 adventurers.
5 adventurers are coming up, and they're a little annoyed that you're just mistreating animals. So I think we should add. If it was me, I would probably add +3 to the roll.
Okay, you're the DM.
So go ahead and roll.
So she's got -2, so it's really a +1 here.
Correct.
I rolled a 7.
Okay.
Tells you neutral or uncertain.
All right. So they see a group of 5 heavily armored adventurers walking up, saying, what are you saying?
I told you what I said. I said, knock it off. This is cruel and unusual.
All right. So neutral and uncertain would be, what would you do if you were DMing? Like they were how was uncertain on a peasants doing something not illegal? But
well, they definitely don't want to fight. They might puff up their chests a little bit to try to stand a bit tall. They wouldn't just be like, oh, okay. But, they might try to be like, this is all we got. We're just trying to have some fun. Like, what do you care?
All right.
Yeah,
I think
they're
that's
definitely not trying to start a fight,
okay.
but they also don't want to stop.
All right. So narratively, here's a good way I think I'd run it. I'd say one of them stands up and walks over to you. Oh yeah? And who are you to come into our area and tell us what to do? Huh. You're not even worth it. Come on, guys, let's go get some beer. And they just walk away and leave the dogs there.
Okay.
And they just all just kind of slowly disperse and call you a couple names, but they don't want to.
Right.
They'll come back in an hour when you're gone.
Mm.
And they're just going to start it over again.
Okay. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily tell me that.
No.
I wouldn't know that.
No, you wouldn't know that. But that would be something that I would narratively work out if we don't do anything for these dogs. Okay. So what's Breva going to do?
Meaning that if we come back through here, we might see them again still doing
exactly.
it. Okay.
This is like uncertain. They don't want to pick a fight with us. We're heavily armed. But they're not necessarily going to stop what they're doing.
I think I got to take the dogs.
You're going to take them.
They're not hunting dogs. They're just dogs.
They're just dogs. They are going to be, I think they need a little bit of rest. So I think they are going to slow us down by 3 miles a day. Okay. By having them.
Okay.
These are not like our hunting dog. Like what's our poor condition. Yeah, I mean as opposed to Eugene, these are definitely underfed, malnourished. They're also going to take 2 times the food to get them back up to just for a day. Okay. Because they are malnourished.
All right. Well,
and I think that's a good way to go.
I brought along a good amount of food.
All right.
So I'm going to spend 4 days worth of food here.
Correct.
For them.
And that's just for the one day. Now they are nice and well fed. They just
should be able to get to the crypt, clear it, come back with still having some food.
Yeah.
So okay. All right.
So now you wanna name these 2 dogs?
I will name them. I'm going to name them.
They're licking your face. They're so happy. Like they've never been loved before.
Yeah, I'm gonna name them Stone and Brewski.
Brewski. All right.
Dogs. And what breed are they?
Let's say. Oh man, I wish we had a. Typically, I actually want to look it up. Like a
Pitbull?
No. What's a typical farming dog?
A typical farming dog.
Yeah.
Golden Retriever.
Well, I mean, like, what would a border collie, a German Shepherd, an Australian cattle dog, Labrador Retriever? Dog. Yes, something like that.
Okay.
So it's kind of just pick one, and you can have, and I think you can just pick them randomly, or you can make like me. I can get a D6 or something.
You're the DM.
Okay. All right. Me. Let's see. There is roll a D9 or D8. Okay. 2 D8.
I got 8 and 2.
All right, you got 8. One is a Belgian Malinois.
Okay, well, let's skip the Belgian part.
Yeah, a Malinois. All right, a working dog for a farm security. Very good. And then you got a 2. The other one is a German Shepherd. You got 2 good dogs.
I'll just call it a Shepherd dog.
Yeah. Malinois and a Shepherd dog. There you go.
Okay, cool. Now, I could train them if I had or I hired an animal trainer. I could train them to actually track or fight. You know, we could put armor on them. Like, you can train them to become like a war dog or something like that.
I would still assume that if someone was to ask me, because it would be a shepherd, I would say it would excel in these, because I'd kind of keep this in the back end for as long as they had the dogs.
Well, then you could say they both have like the herding.
Yes.
Yeah. The herding. What is it called? Talent? Proficiency.
Yeah. Proficiency.
Herding proficiency. Okay.
Because they're working dogs.
Yeah.
This is a farm that you wouldn't just have a dog for.
So maybe they nicked them off some other guy's farm.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Then I'm going to continue on to 3031, and we're only going to make it about halfway through that hex now.
All right. So we're in 3031. It's clear skies.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We do see the bay in the distance. It's peaceful and empty, and might see a couple of fishing boats out there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. The bay is used by ships as shelter, which is not something we would know, but
Yep.
Oh. Okay, that's fine. Let me see. This is a. Okay, why don't we roll a random encounter?
I got a 6.
The Coastal Temple of Rashiri with discussion halls for airing grievances.
Okay.
So that's what we run into.
So we come across a temple.
Yep.
But instead of Roshiri, we could make it to Ged, I suppose, is fine.
Sure.
I mean, you know, we obviously don't have as many deities to work with.
Yeah.
So it's for the local farmers of the region, fishermen of the region. It's probably not too populated, I imagine. Okay. I don't think we have any business at the temple.
No.
So we probably.
So this is interesting. So you're kind of ignoring the old system, which you used to run a D20. Then
I use that for everything else, but this specifically has its own random encounter table.
Okay, I kind of like this, but it's a lot friendlier. I feel like
it is very Well, we're in the civilized region. If you go down to the borderline, it gets pretty nasty.
Okay.
This seems like a great spot to camp for the night, though, in the sort of shadow of the temple here.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the temple area, then you would assume that this. I mean,
is there a priest here? Is there a staff of any kind? Or
yes, I think so. It says for airing grievances, so I would assume that there are a couple of temple attendants, a couple of acolytes, and maybe a priest there.
Okay. I would like one of our priests then, maybe to go in and try and ask for shelter for the night.
That is a very good. I think that's
the weather and
yes.
the
So I think that the best one to do that would be one that has the least worst charisma.
Okay.
So Palo is going to go in there.
Okay.
And he is going to talk to the priest and say, you know, can we just stay the night and we'll make a small donation.
Oh.
I think that would probably little bit of a donation.
What sort of donation?
I think
5 gold.
I think 5. Why not 5 gold? Yeah.
Okay.
So we offer 5 gold, and how would you roll? Is it off a D? What's reaction rolls? D12?
Well,
2D6.
I want to hear how you adjudicate this first before I say how I would adjudicate it.
Well, okay. How I would adjudicate this is, so the priest is sitting there, right? And he's got adventurers come in. This seems to be a more civilized area, right? He's probably got some guest rooms in the temple, or at least a small side room of storage or something like that. Like, oh, sure, you can just stay in the storage. Like, 5 gold, why not? But he would probably look to see if we are I guess, do we look shady? I mean, 5 of us, well armored. I mean, we're offering.
We have clean armor.
Yep.
You know,
we're not battle hardened.
We're all clean.
Yep. He could see that we're 2 priests.
Right. Yeah.
And
I don't think you worship Ged.
Nope. We do we're Saint Teragnus, and you're Madeira the Covenant. I mean.
Yeah, I got Madeira. Rust worships Ged, but he's not doing the talking.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I would honestly add. See, I would be a far more optimistic.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Okay. 2d6 with a charisma modifier plus I would add. Let's see.
Now, if you were actually a generous DM, you would just say, "Oh, of course."
You're right.
Of course, you can stay.
I actually do agree with that.
For the 5 gold, absolutely, you can stay.
Yeah, I mean, if I was the type of if I had to put myself in the position of the priest, I wouldn't sit there and roll on if I had a bad day or not.
That's right. Well, the game, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I agree with you.
Why there's nothing stopping you from just saying, sure, of course.
Yeah, you're right. Why do you have to roll everything?
Right. You don't.
No. Okay, then yeah, the priest says, thank you so much for the donation. Sure, there's a side room. I have a couple of mats that you can sleep on if you don't have any bedrolls, but we do. So we politely decline on that, but we say thank you and we rest for the night.
Okay. I would have done DC 12 charisma with advantage because you gave a donation.
Okay.
Just because that does include the possibility of a failure, and you know the players having to be like upset about that, you know, and that could be something, or the possibility of rolling really well and he throws in food for all or something like that.
That makes sense.
Like, oh, well, I have a fresh catch. I'm making dinner. Would you like, you know, something like that. But that doesn't stop you from throwing in that or saying no. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
What I would do,
it's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, I would. There
are DMs that make you roll way too much.
Here's what I would do.
Don't make you roll enough.
I would swing it the other way. I would swing it. Sure, you're welcome to stay, but I would run an encounter, and on I would run a D12 encounter, and on a 1, then, you know, something outside is. I come up with just some sort of wild dogs.
What does a D12 encounter mean?
Well, you just roll a D12. And on a 1,
mean a random encounter check.
Yeah, random encounter check on it. Yeah, on like a 1. Then I'd say you hear howling outside and you hear screams. Okay. One of the guys went outside and he was attending.
See, now that I might not roll for. It depends on how the group's feeling, how the game's going, and if I think that it would be an interesting thing, then it's like, why not just let that happen, you know?
That's fair.
But that's the thing. Like, every DM is going to be completely different of how they want to adjudicate stuff, what they want to throw in or not throw in or roll for.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I get that, because...
Would a random encounter here just slow down the game and just be like, yep, that's combat, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Me personally, I almost never like to throw wild animals as an encounter because I think it's extremely unlikely. But you could have had like orc raiders or something, and they just happened to pick tonight to try to raid this temple. Or you know, like some Vikings from far away that came into the bay looking for loot and women.
I would have done that.
You could have done something.
Yeah, but I'd have to look. I would have had to look at one of the other locations, see if there are any goblin camps around. Because this specifically has...
well, we're on the coast, though, so you have a lot more flexibility.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
But, I mean, that's good thinking. True. I mean, because if we get attacked by goblins, we'd be like, well, we want to fucking find the goblin. But then you just put in a camp.
That's true.
You don't have to follow this to the letter.
No, you're right.
But, yeah, I mean, that's... There you go. All right, so we camp for the night. We will consume our own rations. Unless we foraged. Perhaps we foraged on the way.
Let's see, foraging, huh? Alright, so it's just an intelligence check, huh?
Oh, rooster forage!
Critical fail. 13.
Well, my guys are taken care of.
Alright, then I will remove 1 ration.
And I get advantage on 1 roll tomorrow.
What a god.
I might be the greatest gamer ever made.
Greatest ever made?
Ever made.
Oh, it's pretty good. Pretty impressive. Wish I was the greatest gamer ever made.
And the night passes without incident?
Correct.
Okay. Fresh day. I have to feed our other hunting dog. Okay. And we will continue on then the rest of the way through 3031. You could call for another random encounter check on our way through the other half of it if you want. That's up to you.
No, I'm going to keep us moving.
Okay, then we get to 3030.
All right, we're feeling the cool breeze off the coast, right? Nice. There's a light fog in the early morning, and a drizzle starts. So it started to drizzle as we enter 3030.
I rolled a 1.
All right, you rolled a 1. A group of 2d6.
11.
Oh, 11 Bacnian knights are training for melee combat in some ruins. Now, I have no what Bacnian knights. I believe we are in the
kingdom of Bacnia, if I recall. That's what the green text is. Yeah, Bacnia.
Okay. All right. Okay. Excellent. So I guess
So we hear sounds of swords clashing and things like that
Yep.
from a nearby ruin.
And we are, of course, curious.
I guess Breva would probably try to sneak over.
What would you do as a sneak check?
Well, in person, I would roll as the DM. But thieves get dex with advantage, and then usually I would just set the DC myself based on sort of the situation, who would be, how many there are, how observant they are, if it's nighttime, if, like in this case, they're inside the ruin, I'm not. I would just be peeking in, so it probably shouldn't be that difficult.
Plus, there's a light fog. It's probably not easy to see. Visibility is pretty low.
So I'll roll. You tell me if I succeeded or failed. I think I succeeded.
Yeah, I think you've succeeded. Yeah.
Okay, so.
No one notices you. They are completely engrossed.
Yeah.
The light fog is just coming over the hills, and they can't see anything. You see 11 knights just working hard and training, and they are totally engrossed. And
man. Now we have no loyalty to any king or country.
No.
So I mean, they're not really our allies, and we're not their allies. So they could easily just see us and slaughter us if they wanted.
True, but pissing off the
Bacnians.
Yeah, the Bacnians would probably not be the best idea. See, how would you run this if you were DM and I just said, okay, we just want to avoid them? You just say, okay.
Yeah.
You just avoid them. All right. So what does Breva do? Just, you're going to try and steals from them? You're going to try and just, we go around them?
They might have some coin purses, but he's not quite that stupid or confident. So I think we'd probably just leave him alone.
Okay. And
yeah, I mean, maybe if we see another enemy nearby, we could maybe lure them in here and have them fight. Solve a problem for us. But other than that, I think we'll just note it and move on.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to search for the crypt.
Yes. I am. So, where was the rumor table?
Well, this one was off of my edition.
Oh, it was. Okay.
Yeah. Local merchants been plagued by dreams of a spirit begging for release from a crypt near the Painted Hills to the west.
Okay. He didn't say where though.
He didn't know.
Okay.
You know, he just gets like a vague impression. He kind of sees the Painted Hills in the background, but you know, not enough to determine any sort of geographical position.
This is fair. So
we just went west.
A hex is 6 miles. Well, I could assume this is a little bit hilly. So it's going to be a little bit harder to...
Well, you said we're slowed down to 9 miles per day.
Correct.
So that means that our searching checks are at an 18 or higher. We do, however, have a bloodhound with us. But I don't know if he can really assist with it.
Well,
we can't track anything specifically.
That is true. You know, I do have a dog, Eugene. But how does that help us? What are we looking for?
That's the problem. Like, if we had something that he could track, he could help. But otherwise, no. If a party member has the tracking proficiency, we'd get a +4 bonus. But we don't have that.
Okay. So I think what we're just going to have to do is to just start...
So this is once per hour.
Okay.
We roll, and we need an 18 or higher on a d20.
Oof.
And every time we search, we have to roll a random encounter check.
Okay. Really? So that's how it works.
Now, it doesn't really say it there because
it's safe. Check once per day.
Right, we use a different system. So I would roll the d6 every time we search, and on a 1, you would then roll one of those encounters.
Okay, that's fair.
So this takes an hour. We have about 4 hours of daylight left.
Okay.
So we're going to roll a few times, all right? I'll roll a d20. You can roll the d6 check. We do not find anything.
All right, and then I will roll the d6. Nope.
Okay, second hour. Boom.
There it is. The second hour we find it. We still roll the d6?
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay.
So we find nestled against the hills a very hidden little nook leading underground, some like worked stone. And I will send you now the module that I have not ever read. I specifically picked ones that I have not read so that I could have you run it. I will open it so I can bring the map onto the screen.
Okay. I think. Ooh, see here. I assume we want to click on entrances, right? And I want to look for which entrance.
Well, usually we come in at number 1 unless there's a specific reason that it's not number 1.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think we should have our priest that has light, cast light. And then I guess Breva will go down ahead of the group first to try to scout out the situation.
Failed.
You failed light already?
Yep.
All right, then Ruska will just light up a torch. That's what we're all about here. Light and torch. Okay. What does Breva see as she descends the dark?
All right. You delve into number 1. It's the square-looking room.
No doors or anything. It just descended straight into the room.
Okay, let's see here. Well, I guess you would probably enter in through this, right?
Yep. Stairs down to number 1. It's usually classic dungeon stuff.
Yeah. This doesn't really tell me much. It really doesn't. Really weird. How would you... Okay, tell me about...
Entrances west, stone door locked.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, okay. All right, so you walk down the stairs and you see a giant stone door. And it looks like a giant stone door.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
No markings or anything on it.
Okay, let's see. It looks like there are a couple of dragon shapes.
Oh.
The heads are looking outward, and in the central is a crown.
Okay.
This is really hard. Okay, so let me just...
Is it really hard?
Well, hold on. Okay. Well, see, it says adjustable dragon shapes.
Yeah.
So, okay. So there are several dragon shapes. The heads. They're heads, just looking outward.
Okay.
And a central crown? What does that mean?
So it's 6 dragon heads surrounding a crown shape in the center of the door.
Wish I had a visual. Fuck me, man.
It's called your brain.
God.
Do you have that condition where you can't envision things?
No, I can't. I really do have that.
If you picture an apple, you can't see the apple in your head.
Well, I see an apple, but tell me how this sounds. West, stone door, locked. Adjustable dragon shapes. 1 stuck. 1 in 6 breaks. Heads looking outward. A central crown. Aligning dragon heads towards the center grants access.
Right. So there's 6 heads. They're all looking outward. There's a crown symbol in the center. You can move the dragon heads and rotate them. One of them is stuck, though. And on a 1 in 6 chance, it breaks as you try to shift it. But if you move them all towards the center, looking at the crown, the door will open.
Odd.
It's not really that complicated.
Okay.
Okay. What that means then, though, is there's not like a traditional lock. There's not like a padlock
Correct.
or anything. I can't lock pick it. So you would just describe this. And you'd probably tell the thief as they're examining it, like the shapes, the dragon heads look like they're sort of embossed. What's the word I'm looking for? They're sort of out a little outward from the door itself. You know?
Yeah.
And so then I guess Breva would try to like touch one and see if I can move it.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna touch one. What is... Okay. Okay. Okay, well then I guess I have to run this on my side, right? Okay, it moves.
Okay. So you rolled for the one head that was stuck. Only one of them is stuck.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, okay. Yeah, okay. One is okay. So
I mean, the odds that I picked that one in the first
okay,
one.
so I'm supposed to run this twice, and if it's a 4 twice, then you grab the stuck one. It does move.
Well, no. I mean, I wouldn't have rolled to see if I'm reaching out to pick one.
No. My point was the first roll to find out which of the 6 heads was stuck. This was the one that you selected because you didn't tell me which one you selected.
It really is irrelevant though which one is stuck. Because if I'm going to move one, I'm probably going to try to move them all. So
okay, so I could just automatically grant you that the one you grabbed.
So it's just, you pick a number or whatever. It's just like, okay, as you go around and move them all, you notice one's kind of stuck. And you have to force it a little.
All right, so that you move the first one and it moves.
Okay. So now I'll do an oracle check. Probably with advantage. I don't think this is that tough of a puzzle. Okay, yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'll try to move all of them so they're facing towards the crown.
Okay. And then you eventually start moving the one, and it moves. So you move all of them because I ran the stuck one.
Okay, so
and
you
only
rolled 3 times.
Yes.
Okay. Really only needed to roll 1.
Yeah, I really only needed to roll once. Well, I was trying to play it differently, but I guess I didn't need to do that.
Right. You would just, when I say that, you're like, okay, you get to one of them and it's a little stuck. You'd have to sort of try and force it.
Okay.
And I'd be like, okay, I'll try to, as gently as I can, try to force it, and then you'd roll and see if it breaks or not.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Okay, so you do get them all.
Okay.
And I'm
gonna... So, do I hear anything? Does anything happen?
Yes, you hear a large clicking sound, and the stone gate just creaks all the way open.
Okay, so it opens on its own.
Correct.
Okay. Does it, like, open inward, or does it slide into the wall, or...?
I think it slides upward.
Oh, okay. Slides upward.
Correct. So you when you align them all together, there was a trigger on the inside that caused the counterweight to just pull it all the way up.
Okay, I'll take like a couple steps back and then look into the next room.
All right, you see dragon cult mosaics lining the area. The floor is tiled, but several tiles are missing.
Okay.
In one of the corners, you see a cracked mirror. You also see a sensor on the floor, and you roll a wisdom for me, please.
Is it a search or a listen?
Listen.
Okay.
This is what you're hearing.
All right, I got a crit.
Okay, you hear tapping sounds coming from the southern part of the room.
Tapping as in like water on stone, metal on metal.
Let me look and see.
Stone on stone, wood on metal.
Look and see. You are hearing Ooh, okay, this is good. It is a tapping of like giant let's see, several giant claws clicking on the floor.
It sounds like a giant claw.
Yeah. Kind of like click, 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 click.
Okay, okay.
Click, click.
And there's a door to the south, or is it an opening?
There is a let's see here. Looking. There is a door. Yes, there's a door to the south.
Okay. Is there any other doors?
Let's see here. There is a door to the east as well.
All right, all right. Otherwise, the room is seemingly uninhabited.
Correct. You do not see.
I look at the ceiling and things like that.
Yep.
Train my head to look at the corners. Okay. All right, then I'm going to go back to the group. I'll inform them of what I saw. And I'm going to ask Rusta specifically about the door, the dragon head, and the crown. See if that sparks any memories for him. Anything he's read about. Ancient kingdoms. Ancient anything.
Okay, and where on this thing is there information about the dragon
right
cult?
At the start. That's all you get. The rest is up to you.
Okay. Okay, well, with let's see, Rusta would run because he's a wizard.
Yeah.
Let's have him run an intelligence.
Okay.
And let me see. Okay, go ahead.
14.
Okay, let's see. Yes. So he has heard from reading history books.
Yeah, he loves it.
Correct. He has heard of a reign of Queen Gillerin. Seemingly, Queen Gillerin was a benevolent queen.
Okay.
And had reigned in a golden age for the area. That's all he really knows.
Okay. We don't know anything about her death or the end of her reign or anything like that.
Let's see here. Yes. So you also did hear that she died defending against a massive invasion.
Oh.
So she went down with her peaceful golden age.
And would Rusta surmise that this is like a royal crypt?
That exactly insignia? What he would, because if that's, this would make more sense. This could be like a resting place.
Okay. So that means then if there's a spirit in here begging for release, it's some royalty, possibly the queen herself, begging for some kind of release.
That is a very good interpretation of that.
Okay. All right, then I'll bring the whole crew down to this first room.
Say, I kind of left out a little information based on what you would have rolled. Is that what you would have done with the DM?
Sure, yeah.
Do you want me to tell you the rest of it now, or do you want me to just not? I mean, you can just read it. See, I left out that it led to the crypt's construction when she fell, and it is safeguarding her legacy and the dragon disciple's essence.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, but I thought that you were no way you would ever know that it was safeguarding her legacy or the dragon disciple's essence.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you roll really well.
If you rolled obscure, a 20, I would have been like, holy shit, you read the book. For
reference, DC 12 is a normal check.
Okay.
So DC 9 is easy check.
Okay.
15 is hard. 18 is extreme.
Okay. That makes
just for your reference as a DM there.
All right, that's good.
So yeah, I think that was good for a 12. Maybe gave us slightly too much.
Yeah.
Compared to a 15.
No, I agree with that.
It's fine. It's good. Because you want to encourage the things that you want to encourage. So you want to encourage players asking kind of questions like that and thinking about stuff like that. So yeah. All right. So we're down here now. There's a mirror, a cracked mirror.
Correct. Now, I didn't tell you anything about the mirror. I didn't tell you anything about the sensor. I didn't inspect
it yet. Yeah.
Correct.
So now that we're all here, we probably would kind of check out the room a bit. Check out the mirror, check out the sensor, check out the murals.
Correct.
So I guess we'll spread out and do that, which is probably going to take 10 minutes.
You're searching the room. Now, when you're searching the room, I would automatically identify all of the things in here, correct?
Unless it's a secret. If it's just like, we're checking out the mirror, checking out the sensor, something like, if it's a secret thing, then it maybe has to be more specific or there has to be a roll involved.
Okay, but does anyone know Ancient Common Tongue?
Now that's something that I added to Shadowdark.
Yeah. I feel like Ancient Common Tongue would either be like
I'm gonna
primordial
swap.
or
Well, I added it because I think there needs to be like a Latin sort of thing.
I agree.
I'm gonna swap Reptilian on Roosta over to Ancient Common.
Okay.
So he reads it, speaks it.
Okay. So several of the other characters walk around and let's see. All right, so the mirror has an inscription, and no one can make heads or tails of it. I mean, it looks like an ancient language,
and
except Roosta walks up to it and sees that it is an ancient common tongue, and it says, "Grace is the dance of the soul, a quiet strength that allows us to face storms with poise and stand tall amidst the ruins."
Okay.
This is and this has been emboldened, so it seems to be important.
Okay, I will note that down.
One of the other characters checks out the sensor, and it's dented. It's also made of bronze. It's on the floor, and it seems like you could move it.
Well, it's a sensor, sure, meant to be waved around.
Correct.
Does it have any value that we could surmise?
Let's see. Let's have a intelligence check from anybody.
Well, that would be Roosta as always. You got a 21.
Whew. There is nothing magic about this whatsoever.
Okay.
But it does seem important to this place. I mean,
it has
it has
specific religious significance.
Correct.
Do we want the priest to just take it for now?
I think so. Let me look and see. Let's see who's got some inventory. 14 out of 4. I think I need to fix my inventory. Is a kite shield 1?
Yeah.
Mace is 0.5.
Yeah.
Bedroll is 1.
All the crawling kits correct.
All the crawling kits is correct. Then that's completely
stacked. You could dump your bedrolls in the donkey like I did.
Okay. Do you want to?
I can change that.
I'm gonna toggle stashed on them then.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. It's a sensor. I'm gonna say it's 2.
2?
How big do you think a sensor would be?
It's something you hold in your hand.
Oh, is it? Oh, you're right. A sensor.
Yeah, it's not that big.
Oh, that is pretty small. Okay, let's 0.5 then.
Say half. Yeah.
Yeah, 0.5. Okay, so I will add it as an item. Let's see. Item name is sensor. Let's see here. Yep, and okay.
Okay.
And it's 0.5.
And what about the murals? Was there any significance to that? Did they show any sort of depictions of scenes of the Queen or anything like that, or of the Empire, the nation?
Okay, that's a really good question. See, okay. See here. Okay, the Dragon Cult mosaics. Let me think. What is? Let me look.
This is where I would assume you would go to ChatGPT and say, write me like a short description of some cool Dragon Cult mosaics found in a dungeon.
That's exactly what I would do.
Or like copy paste that initial description of Queen Galarin. Like,
yes.
Coming up with a cool description for some Dragon Cult mosaics they find in a dungeon.
Man, that would be. But I'd have to write that ahead of time. But I
Not
could.
necessarily. I do stuff like that.
You really do stuff like that on the fly?
Well, it takes like 5 seconds for ChatGPT to do that, and then you just read it. But otherwise, if you're going to come up with it on the spot, I would just say, it doesn't really depict any specific scenes. It's more just like artistic flourishes connected to dragons and the worship of dragons.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
Similar to the the decoration on the door that we went through. Lots of dragon heads and breathing fire and crowns and things like that. Very artistic.
That is I'll have to remember that because it's like details like that you have to fill out, things that aren't necessarily important.
Yeah.
But it adds to the flavor.
Yeah. Now, if you ran a D&D 5th edition adventure, they would write all that shit out. But OSR is very minimal.
Very minimal.
They encourage DMs to just, riff and do their own thing. That's how most of us like it.
Yeah.
But you do have to be good at improv compared to running 5e shit.
All right, so we're searching out the room, and we're a little bit closer now. The tapping sounds are still coming from the south.
Okay.
Breva can still hear them.
It's a little worrisome when you say it sounds like a giant claw. So I'm going to go and creep over to... I'm going to tell everyone else to shut up. Shut the fuck up. Stay quiet. And I'm going to go creep over to the eastern door.
Okay.
And I want to listen at that one.
All right, let's see here. Do you have people roll even if there is or isn't something in there? Do you just have them roll?
DMing? Yes.
Yes, you want it. Okay, all right.
And it's rolled privately so that they don't know if there's nothing or if they just failed or
That makes sense. Okay.
Solo, it doesn't really matter. If there's nothing in there, you can just say there's nothing in there because we don't need to waste time.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you hear nothing.
Okay. That sounds a bit more promising. Although, what types of doors are these? Stone, wood?
I'm gonna go with this is a seems like it's a very elaborate crypt.
It's a royal crypt.
I'm gonna say that these are all stone doors.
Okay.
That they're not gonna be like, but they're gonna be a little bit more like thin stone.
Okay. So there's no bashing through them.
Correct.
Okay. Then, well, I guess I'll include you as a player here. If I was gonna go south, I would say that we kind of like push open the door with like my foot like this slowly, and then we're all prepared for anything to come charging through, rather than us trying to bash our way in.
Yeah. As I'll say this as a DM,
I wish we hadn't lost the light spell, because then we could put that on an iron spike and throw it in.
I know.
It's really handy.
I know, that would have been so cool. I can really see the issue here when you say that these are stone doors. You kind of destroy any ability to just smash and open up.
Yeah, but it makes for a different environment, that you have to play around.
That's true. Okay.
Then it's very easy on the flip side for us to spike a door and nothing's getting through that.
Oh yeah, that's so true. You're right. Okay. So
which is the alternative? We could spike this door shut in case that claw wants to come coming.
Yep.
And then we go east. I'll leave it up to you, I suppose.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you have any preference about the way this progresses here?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Or if you want to just roll, I'm flexible.
I think. Let's go for it. I mean, we're adventurers. We haven't experienced anything bad. I'd be a little more cautious once we start getting our asses kicked in.
Okay.
A little bit. So I think we're gonna ready at the door.
We want the claw.
We want the claw.
All right. Breva's gonna sort of try to go off to the side to try to stay a little hidden. Rusta will go so she'll go on the western side of the room. Rusta goes over to the eastern side of the room. And then I think we should have Talos. He has the highest AC.
Yep, 17.
So probably have him try to like slowly open the door. Try to be as far away from it as he can. Maybe even to the side a little bit if possible.
Yeah.
In case it's there's some spikes come flying through.
Okay.
And
so Talos will be the closest, and he'll be opening the door, just kind of like seeing if he can just push it open.
And then Frumish and Hollow sort of off to the flanks here.
Okay.
So we're definitely not running through the door or anything like that, and we're just prepared if anything comes running at us.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay. So Talos is going to start opening the door. And as Talos opens the door, a putrid smell flows from the room.
Ugh.
And the tapping sound stops abruptly.
Right.
There is no light in the room.
Right.
And you hear a giant chittering scream.
A scream?
Yep.
Okay.
And so how would you, because it's my first combat.
Right.
A giant spider is in here. and now we open the door, and it's noisy, right? Opening the door.
It's not quiet. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a little like grating sound of stone on stone.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so then I would
there's
assume
light, obviously, here. Where
correct. So yeah, where the light flows into the room.
Right.
And I guess the question is, let me look and see. Yeah, I think that we would see it, the giant spider, because it's only 10 feet away. So what? Yeah, we open the door and Talos is peeking over, and it sees several.
Well, what you should always consider for any room where there's creatures is what are they doing? What
Correct.
are they doing in that room when the adventurers aren't there and when
Correct.
they don't know they're there? So what was the spider doing when the moment that we opened that door? Was it on the ceiling? Was it feeding on something? Was it sleeping? It obviously wasn't because we heard its claw tapping. So why was its claw tapping? Was it on the floor? Was it in the corner?
You're right.
Is there webbing?
No, you're right. And I read this wrong. Because fine. It looks like it's waiting in ambush.
Okay. So it was tapping to try to draw in something.
Correct. So let's ignore that it didn't scream.
Okay.
The tapping did stop though.
Okay.
So
we just see a dark
open the
room.
door. Yep, the dark room, and the tapping just stops as soon as we touch the door and open it.
Okay. And are there webs? Is there webbing or anything? You know, what do we see in the room? We can't see much, obviously. Our torch doesn't extend. Breva can see a bit further.
I'm going to... Okay. Yep. I rolled a d20, and that was just an oracle to see would there be webs. And
well, it depends on the spider, usually.
Yes. Well, that is true.
Because actually, so... I mean, you can just use stats from there. That's perfectly
well,
fine.
I need a giant hairy spider.
Right. So, for axe, we have the giant crab spider, which isn't that hairy, but it does have hair. These do not rely on webs, but they can change the color of their carapace to blend in. There's giant tarantula, but that's pretty big. That's 4 hit dice. I don't know how big this thing is.
It says that it's yeah, 2 hit dice.
Yeah. These also don't have web. And then the Black Widow, I don't think has web. I don't know if any of the... Oh, no, the Black Widows do have web. But that's a 3 hit dice, and it's pretty deadly.
Yeah.
So usually this would be a giant crab, which
okay.
blends into the ceiling.
Okay, so there wouldn't be any webbing.
They do not. No, they do not. They rely on the color change.
Okay, so we can't see anything. And
so the room's just blank. It's empty. There's nothing in there.
Okay,
and we just look and see. Smell something.
Let's see. They don't give a lot of information on this. Well,
there's niches. This is a crypt, so there's burial niches.
Okay.
So yeah, there's bodies in there.
Okay, so the walls are lined with niches, and it seems like there's skeletons in there.
Mm-hmm.
And there you can see a little bit of glistening, just from your candle, your torch.
Right.
But otherwise, it's
So the smell though is putrid, like more than we'd expect from a crypt of this age. So there's something in there, obviously, because we hear it. So there's something there that's been feeding on something. But since we don't see anything, it's probably on the ceiling. So I think maybe we could have Roosta slide the torch into the room, or just kind of like underhand toss it into the room so we have light in there.
I think that's a good idea. We have plenty of torches, so I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Let's see why don't we run a I think the best way to go about this is to let's see here. Let's do this. So you're going to be aiming towards the center of the room, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's assume that it's going to be this area.
Right.
And let's see how D20. What is Roosta? I want a Dex from Roosta.
Okay. Now this is interesting, because what I would say is, what is the price of failure? What happens if I fail?
Well, if you fail, like if you roll a 1, I'm going to say that your torch continues to roll and it goes further than you want to the southern part. So you're
but
obscured.
It sheds light in a 30-foot range, right? And
Oh
this
yeah, you're
room is
right.
15 feet by 20 feet.
Oh wow, then
Now,
there is none.
You could say that if you roll a 1, the torch goes out.
No. Yeah, okay, a 1 goes out. I would say
But I would say you really want that to be a D6, and on a 1 it goes out, because it should be somewhat likely. Or not, unlikely.
Okay, well, here's what I was planning. On a 1, it goes out, right? Yeah. On a 2 through 9, it rolls too far, making your view of the camouflage spider harder to see, and you don't get any benefit on the surprise of it when it drops down. Or there's an easier DC check to see it if you're checking. Like I would lower, it would make more sense then if you got it, like let's say you roll a 20.
Okay.
You roll a 20, it's the center of the room.
Right.
And you have, Breva would probably be the one to check with a wisdom. I would make it like, what would be if you were...
She can see in the dark.
She can see in the dark?
Well, the shadowy sense it, yeah. But it doesn't work in bright light, so she wouldn't really be the one to go in.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have had any roll. I would have just said, okay, you toss it in the room. Because it's a 15-foot underhand toss. Like, it's... I would maybe do the 1 in 6 to have it go out.
Okay.
Just because that's a slight resource penalty to the team. But otherwise, I don't see failure as that interesting of a result.
Yeah.
And usually you want to cut out as many rolls as possible.
No, that makes sense.
Because it bogs down the game and all that sort of stuff.
I get it. I'll have to remember that. Too many rolls just slows it down. Okay.
You want to roll when failure could be interesting.
Okay.
You know?
All right, 3. Okay, so yep, you roll it and it goes in there and the whole. And
it's not
room...
necessarily dead center or anything like obviously it's maybe a little off, but it illuminates the room. You know, all right. It's not that big of a room.
And then the question is, we did that. What should we roll now to see if the spider is seen?
Well, we can't see anything because it's on the ceiling. It's probably closer to the door.
Yep.
And it's gonna drop down if we walk in, so we can't see anything from here. So it's more strategy.
Imprisoned. So it's more about a what?
Strategy.
Okay.
If we assume something's on the ceiling, perhaps right through the doorway, I could have Frumish like dive in and roll, assuming that it's close enough to the door that he could like roll under it and then be ready on the other side of it and we could flank it. Or something like that. Or if it drops down mid-roll, maybe I roll out from under it. That kind of thing.
Yeah, this is really hard because I'm reading this and its surprise is insane on this one.
Normally, yes, it is very, very easy to be surprised by them because they're camouflaged.
Yeah.
They blend in with the ceiling, they drop down on you, and you're dead. We have quite a few advantages on our case, though. It's now lit up. And we have foreknowledge. There is a creature in this room. Like, almost undeniably, right?
Fair enough, yeah. So would you lower the surprise to a 1 to 2 normally? Instead of a 1 to 4?
It depends, like I said, it depends on what we do. If we just walk in at this point, like, yeah, we're cautious. And we're, like, looking at the ceiling. If we're specifically, like, doing this, I don't know if I would even roll surprise. Because we have line of sight at the moment of the encounter starting, and we have foreknowledge.
That's fair. No, I kind of get this.
Because we don't know specifically where it is, there is still the potential for it to ambush us.
Well, what's really crazy is that I guess we have to question how big is this doorway. Did we want to form like a...
What's a 5-foot doorway?
Yeah.
Roosta could cast Leaping. Ooh, Auditory Illusion.
Ooh.
I could do an illusion of footsteps. Like, right underneath it. And maybe trick it into thinking.
I think so.
Yeah, that could be good.
What would you roll, then, to see if it falls for it?
Intelligence.
Okay. Let me look and see, because I think that's a good idea.
You're not going to find it. And it's not an axe either. I'd have to go to Shadowdark.
I would assume that it's...
Or you'd have to pick a number. It's probably like -4 or something. Most animals and stuff have pretty shitty intelligence.
Okay, so -4, and then what would you put the DC check as?
Well, generally for spells, my house roll is 11 plus the level of the spell. That would be 12.
Okay.
They have it at -2. But I think if I go to yeah, -4.
Wow, -4. Wow, that's bad. Yeah, they're stupid.
Well, they can't communicate. They're mindless. They're
So
not mindless. They're animals.
Yeah. So they. Okay.
So it'd be up to you as a DM if you want to do -2 or -4.
No, I think
but he's going to
-4
try
is
to
good.
cast auditory illusion. Crit.
Oh.
So now in that case, I may just wave it at that point.
Yeah. Okay. So
first spell
it's the
cast.
perfect spell. You cast it.
Even from us, she's like, what the
Somebody's
Who's
walking.
there?
Somebody's walking ahead of me.
Yeah. Freaking
Talos
out.
is a little freaked out. There's the human walking. Is this a human there?
Yeah.
And yes. This
Spider gonna
this
drop
giant
down.
spider just drops down, expecting to just drop right onto something, and it lands right next to the torch. Just
Okay.
no surprise whatsoever. In fact, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. I'm gonna roll a if it gets a 1, it is surprised. Okay, it's not surprised.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we would go to initiative.
Then yeah, we go to initiative.
Okay.
So I will roll for the
monster.
the monster.
Okay.
It is ready though.
Yeah, it's hungry and alert. So our average is on my side +2.
I have -2
3.
dex.
Okay, so our average is 0.
Yep.
Okay, so it definitely goes first, and it spots Talos in the doorway.
Talos is sitting in the doorway, shields up. So what it's gonna do is, let me look at the stats. Okay, so it's got a okay, dex 12, wisdom 13. E?
No, that's death, wands, paralysis, breath, and spells.
What is that? What?
That's most old school saving throws. Axe has slightly renamed
these are
ones.
saving. Okay, saving throws.
Yeah,
SV.
yeah.
Okay, what's MV?
Move.
Okay, 120 feet. What's
Oh.
Thaco?
That's to hit AC 0, so it's +1.
Okay, to hit AC 0 is okay. Okay, it's attack.
So it has +1 on attack roll for 1 bite attack, 1d8 damage plus poison.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a curveball for you because you're not used to converting
I'm not
anything.
used to any of this.
I know. You
So-
could just use the Shadowdark Bestiary to make it the most simple, but
Okay, so it is gonna roll a d20.
well, is it going to charge or is it going to be a bit more cautious?
Okay, that's a good question. How would you?
That's just up to you in the moment.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how starving it is. D20. If it's over 10, it's really, really hungry. It is not that hungry. So it's going to. Well, it's still gonna.
It also can't see most of us, so it really just sees kind of Talos.
That is true. Okay, it is.
It might be more confident.
That's true. Okay, we are going to have it charge.
Okay, so that would be a D20 plus 3 for its attack.
Okay, D20 plus 3. Whew, okay, it does.
Good luck token that if we want. This is a
yes.
giant spider. It's
I like
pretty
this.
dangerous.
Let's good luck token that. Well,
You would have had one.
I would have had one.
I gave
Okay.
my guys.
Okay, good. And then Palo will still get one as well. Okay, so let's roll it one more time. Oh,
Nice.
you feel the claws just hit right on the
Raking against the shield.
right against the shield. Yeah, nothing.
Okay. Well, we have a big giant spider here. Frumish can attack from the second rank, so he will do so.
He's gonna go ahead and spear.
He's gonna spear. 15 for 5 damage.
Let's see.
Talk to
AC is only 12.
12, correct.
So yep, you do hit it, and you hit it for 5. And oh wow, it's okay. It shrieks, and it recoils.
Okay.
And then I guess Talos will also
gonna-
swing.
Put it out of its misery.
That is so true. Where do we...
Ability.
Oh, thank you. That's right. He's going to swing, and he whiffs.
Okay.
Let's see. And I think that's all we can fit in there, right?
Well, Breva doesn't have precise shot. She might be able to sort of roll past, I suppose, with a dex check. And get to the other side of it. Otherwise, yeah, that might be about all we can squeeze because you were right in the doorway.
That's fine. I think
unless Talus wants to back off. And then Breva could go up or Paolo could step up.
Well, Paolo only has 13. That's a little bit worrisome. But do you want Frumish to try? I mean,
he already attacked.
We already attacked. Oh gosh, I don't like any of that. No, I think we're gonna hold our formation.
Okay, then I think that's it. I mean, I could have Rusta try to put it.
Well,
to sleep.
we could win. We could win the dice roll. So I think we should wait for the next turn.
All right, new round.
So I will roll for the
spider.
Spider. Nope,
Okay.
Not gonna happen.
So at this point, you'd probably want to make a morale check because he's lost more than half his health.
Yes. So what is morale? Is always D20.
Morale is like reactions, 2d6.
2d6. Ooh, terrible. 4.
Yeah, he's almost certainly going to flee because he's a creature. He's lost half or more, so it's -2.
So what is morale faltering?
Basically, he's going to be sort of maybe looking for a way out, possibly. We can sort of usually tell that he's kind of faltering in the combat and he's unsure. If this were an intelligent creature, you might be able to see kind of the fear in their eyes and you might say like, oh, you know, surrender.
Okay, I got a good idea. All right, so yes, he falters. So
well, he actually got a 2. Because he got a -2 because he's lost half or more. So it's a -2 modifier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So fright and retreat. Let me look and see.
And he actually has -1 morale usually.
Okay, but here's the problem. If there's, do you just make it up on where you put holes in the walls or something like that, or do you just?
Generally, you have to because dungeons usually aren't designed well enough. So it's like, how did he get into this room?
Yep.
You know.
Okay. All right. So yes.
So maybe one of the niches has like a kind of a gaping hole in that leads to the cavern or something.
Okay. Fair enough. So after he recoiled from being stabbed with the spear, he just bleeding all over the place and he's flopping on the ground.
Ugh.
So he jumps back and he turns around and he flies into one of the niches, into one of the holes in the wall.
And scurries away.
And you hear the chittering as it slowly fades.
Okay.
Your torch is on the ground, still lit.
Oh, I will pick it up.
Excellent.
Yeah, see, I'd be tempted to try to find a way to plug that hole. Cover our back end here in case he wants revenge. But I don't know if we have any supplies for that.
Okay. Let me think.
Could we?
Yes. Yep. You know what? Yeah, we're thinking the same thing, aren't we? You're going to take the bodies and the skeletons.
Yeah, the bones, yeah.
Yep.
And just sort of jam them all in one niche there.
Correct. I think you can do that. It will take some time.
Okay.
So, take a torch down and you grab you check the bodies, right?
Well, sure. We're searching the area.
All right. So add another torch. You're searching and plugging the hole.
Okay.
It's a little brutal.
Are you? Well, that's fine. That's most of the game. The resource management. Are you going to roll a random encounter check?
Let me think. It is an isolated room.
That's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. Okay.
Because a random encounter doesn't necessarily have to happen immediately. It can happen as soon as we open the next door or go back. Or I mean, there is still the open door behind us. There could be other holes in that room. Yeah, it's usually 1 in 6.
Okay. So
there can be other small holes, you know.
So you have to get a
1, yeah.
You have to get a 1 and then you roll that.
Yeah.
Okay. So nothing.
Okay. What do we find on the bodies as we're searching through all that?
Okay. Carbone. Okay. See, I'm looking and look at what it says here. It doesn't say anything.
About what? You find
yep, okay.
Personal items, ruined jewelry, carved bones, tokens. Nothing of any value, really. It's all
Right.
ancient. And we also find a key.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So this says spider treasure. Would you just say that it had a nest on the ground or something like that in the center?
Yep. Maybe like the niche where its hole is. Maybe there is like a bit of a nest.
Okay. Yeah. Then before you plug the hole, you see that the spider was nesting here, and inside the nest is a key, a very ornate key, and it looks important.
Does it have like a cool dragon head on it?
It definitely does. In fact, it's like some of the murals that you were seeing.
Okay.
Fancy art.
Well, we'll certainly pocket that.
All right.
All right. And are there any other doors here?
Let me look and see. Yes. So it's a very plain room, but you do see a door to the south. And you also see a path, a hallway to the east.
Okay. Breva will go scout out the hallway to the east.
Okay. So let's see here. Let me look and see. Breva walks down quietly down the hallway, I assume.
Always. Forever and always.
There is a door. You can see another stone door.
Okay. She'll listen at it.
Okay. You do not hear anything.
Okay. Then I'll go back to this other southern door. I'll tell everyone to shut the fuck up. And I'll listen at the southern door as well.
Okay, let's see. You hear nothing here as well.
All right.
Both are quiet.
So we got 3 rooms, all silent. So I guess I'll go back. We're going to go back to 1. And she's going to slowly crack open number 2.
Okay. So as you open the door,
Yeah.
is she alone or are we there?
Yeah, I think you guys are probably in this doorway here.
Okay. All right. So the torch lights up a little bit of the room. What you see is
I don't need the torch to see. So.
I'm trying to describe. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, you see in the room. It's a very small room. It's only 10 by 15.
Yeah.
There are stone plaques in here. From this distance, you can't see much in there, but some are broken and scattered around the room. But that's all that you really see in the room. Otherwise, it's a very plain room.
Nothing on the ceiling or anything like that.
Yep.
Straining my neck and all that.
Nope. You're straining your neck. You do not see anything.
All right. I'll wave the others in.
All right. So we all walk into the room. And... Okay.
There's a door. You got to mention the door.
Oh, yes. There is a door to the south.
Okay,
yes.
So before I wave them in, I will creep over and listen at that door.
Okay. Let's see. It is quiet. You do not hear anything.
Okay. Then I will wave everyone in.
Okay. So we walk into the room and we do see some stone plaques. Now that you are in the room, you see that some of them have names on them and achievements, but some are broken and scattered. Let's see here. I want your opinion as a DM.
Right.
By touching them, they are magic, and things happen. So how would you object? How would you work that? Like, do you?
Depends on play. If the players say, "I want to inspect the plaques,"
okay. Then
or if the players cast detect magic or something, then that's going to do something. If I say I want to kind of search thoroughly the room, check everything, I'm looking around, touching stuff. Okay. And then it's like, okay, that triggers. But otherwise, you wouldn't indicate that.
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay, so all right, so there are plaques in here, and some have names and achievements on them. Okay.
Are they written in common or ancient common? Are these legible names?
Yes. It seems like the names are of knights and of their great deeds.
Okay. yeah, I would say this would be unfortunate for you, because I think most players would want to know, like, specific, because it might be relevant. You have two options. You either make it up off the cuff, you plan it ahead of time, or you just say, yeah, it doesn't really matter. These are just, random deeds and names and stuff.
Yes.
You be honest with the players and say, yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Okay.
A lot of DMs would plan that ahead of time. A lot of DMs do go through these modules, and read it through it several times, prepare, possible extra things they might want to mention or include or alter things. A lot of DMs do that. I don't really tend to do that, so I would probably just improvise, but I've gotten pretty good at improvising.
No, I can see that. Okay. Yes, it seems like there are several plaques. There are 4 plaques, and it seems like each one has a different knight on it, a name.
Okay.
One is Sir Jonathan, the Brave. The other one is Sir Arthur, the Wise. The next one is God, you must be really good at this. I just couldn't come up with it.
Pretty good at
You must be really good at this,
Sir
man.
Restivius.
Yeah.
The Deathless.
Yeah. So good, man. And
Sir Clavicar, the Unhorned.
oh my God, it says beautiful.
Yeah.
And
sounds cool.
And each of them talks of their great deeds, of the things that they have done for Queen Gillerin.
Oh, I'd love to know their great deeds so I could record them. See? That's where you go to ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's gonna go to ChatGPT, and you just give me 4 knights with their great deeds.
Yeah, I mean, how long do you think that would take?
It would take like 10 seconds.
Give me 4 knights of the Dragon Empire and their great deeds. Sir Caldron Vex, the Ashen Wing. His great deed was the binding of the 9th.
Oh, when a renegade pyromancer cult attempted to awaken a slumbering fire drake beneath the
Sir Albrecht Thorn, the Gilded Fang.
Oh my God.
Slew Varroth, the Crown Taker.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see? That's what I would expect you to do. And it's like, it's not bad. I mean, it's just better than probably anything I would come up with, right?
I love it.
It's easy as shit. And you're right, you probably would do that ahead of time.
I would have. Yeah, I really would have.
And you would just type this in while you're preparing for 1 hour before the session, and then you'd have this in your notes. You'd be like, oh, I'm glad you asked, because I know I have this.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, what I will do is I want your wizard to run a intelligence check.
Okay. You rolled an 11.
Yep. Okay. So he notices that these are not just normal plaques.
Okay. What's abnormal about them?
They contain a tinge of magic.
Oh, you can just sense magic coming from them.
I think so. He can identify it. That's how I'd run my DMing.
Now, how do you feel about the spell Detect Magic?
It would kind of if someone were to use Detect Magic on it, I would say these are magic plaques and they will cause you to see visions of the past.
Oh, so you'd be specific about it.
I would reveal everything.
So Shadowdark, Detect Magic. You can sense the presence of magic within near range for the spell's duration. If you focus for 2 rounds, you discern its general property. So what you're describing would be the base effect of Detect Magic.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, there was just a discussion on the subreddit the other day about whether or not people use Detect Magic and how you detect magic and stuff in their games.
Yeah. I mean, I find Detect Magic to be a good spell, but if you do not have Detect Magic, you are literally like...
In this case, what is the price if we don't notice this? Say I rolled like a 2.
If you roll like a 2, for Detect Magic or like...
No, for this. Say we walk through this room and we never notice that the plaques are magic.
It looks like room 12. Here's the interesting thing. It says that there is
See, the thing is, as a DM, is you can't care about like incidental stuff like that. If it's not critical to the adventure, it's not a big deal.
That's
if the
fair.
players miss it or don't find it,
No,
or
that's fair.
If there's a secret and we just pass by it, that you can't care if we find it or not.
That's so true.
It's important for you not to care, because then you'll be like, oh, I can't believe they miss. They're so stupid.
Because we miss everything.
Yeah, it's just like, well, whatever. And if it's something, you might run a whole campaign, there might be a whole adventure the players miss completely. It's like, oh, well, I'll just put it in the next adventure.
Well, then, for how would you get it so that it would just be a like, I see, okay, fair enough. All right, I get you, because we can totally just see plaques and say, okay, keep moving. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, if we said, we're going to search the room, then I would either just say, I would pick a player and just say, yeah, as your fingers brush against one of the plaques, you see this, or have each person roll a d6, and on a 1 or a 2, they happen to touch it, something like that. Or players specifically touch it. But
have you ever done Oracle where you just do a random check, like, hey, your curiosity led you to touch it?
I never do Oracle.
Never. Okay, fair enough.
I sometimes have you guys, like this session we just did, I had you guys roll a couple oracles.
Yeah.
Just, to see. But as a DM, I'm usually definitive.
Do you think any of our characters would have touched the plaques?
Are we searching the room?
I think we would search the room, yes.
Okay, so we're going to search the room. You probably have to roll another random encounter check.
Yep. Nothing?
Okay. So then I would say, at this point, you as a DM, would either say do a 1 in 6, or just decide, or you might be the opposite kind of DM where no one said they were touching a plaque, so I'm not going to, you might be, but you also might want them to be more specific about when they say they're searching.
See, I would opt more towards just throwing people into events, just for the interestingness of it. If it's not directly negative.
Oh, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Sure.
If it's a completely neutral thing, it would just be a random. Like, if you search the room, you're going to brush up against.
You'll probably never piss anyone off that way. If you're doing it for stuff that's not
here
negative.
See here, we searched the room. I rolled a 3. Frumish.
Yeah.
Frumash brushes up against one of the plaques.
Okay. Ooh.
And he is instantly sent back into the past. And he sees a knight kneeling to the queen. And he knows instinctively that this knight is just soul-bound to serving his queen.
Wow.
And then he sees another vision.
Is he wearing, like, badass armor?
Oh, he's got the fucking baddest-ass dragon armor right off the shoulders. Are just all decked out. Cool. He's got a huge-ass sword.
Nice.
And then the second vision he sees is the queen holding a dragon amulet. And this amulet is extremely important in regards to the knight.
And where is this taking place?
He notes the rooms. No?
Well, you would say maybe the depiction of the room, and you would maybe indicate, like, it seems clear that it's, like, probably from this crypt, but you wouldn't say, like, yeah, it's in room 12.
No, I know, I wasn't going to say room 12.
Okay.
I said he sees the room in his vision,
right? Yeah,
but he hasn't seen it, but it looks like it could be in this crypt.
Okay. And then the player might be, well, why? What's in the room? What does it look like? What am I seeing?
Yes.
Which is a common question a player would ask.
Correct. And then I would have to say, very good question. It seems like in this room, there is a stone bed and a table. And it's otherwise a mostly empty room.
Okay, very sparse.
Very sparse.
Okay. And what about the queen? Is she in that same room?
Let's see. Where did it say? It said that. Good question. Hold on.
We're in room 2.
Yep. It doesn't. Okay.
Queen holding a dragon amulet in room number 4.
But it doesn't. Does it say she's in here, or does it?
Well, that's why. Where else would she be?
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Then fair. No, she is in a different room.
Okay, what's
alone.
in that room?
It's a very small room, but there are some stone shelves, and it seems like there are relics in this room, idols, manuscripts. It seems to be like a closet or some sort of a storage room.
Interesting. And she's just holding it. Is she putting it away? Is she
Yes.
taking it?
Yep,
or-
she's definitely putting it away
Okay.
for
interesting.
safekeeping. It seems very important.
Okay, we'll have to find these rooms then. All right. So then he zaps back to reality.
Correct.
Oh, watch out! Plaques of a hell of a sting there.
And then everyone
He'll-
steps
he'll
away.
describe
Talos and Palo are just gonna take a few
he'll
steps back.
describe his visions to the group.
Okay, so we're in this room and we've searched it all, and there's a door to our west and south.
Okay. Do we want to stop here for the week, or do you want to keep going?
This was really good crash course
Yeah,
on
see? I told you.
on DMing. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm gonna be anywhere near as good as you. I'll probably end up slowing
Well,
everything down, but
I've had a lot of experience.
yeah, I can see where you're coming from. You have to make a lot of things up on the fly as a DM.
The thing is, players don't know.
They do not know, and they will never know.
And that I come up with that all the time when I'm doing solo, where I will like just sit there for 20 minutes thinking about some of like how would they figure out, how would they, why wouldn't they ask about this? Well, and it's like players don't think about shit.
No.
Even when like most people are playing,
Yeah.
they don't think about
No,
stuff.
you're right.
Like you're asking about the spider and like how does it get out of the room, or it's like
And most people,
players don't think about that
if
shit.
I run this with mom,
If you just said the spider scurries away into the darkness, it's like no one's gonna question like, well, where did it go? How did it? What?
Yeah.
It's just like it's gone. Whatever.
yeah,
You know.
no, you're right. I think this is a good stopping point, just because I think we've got a good crash course,
Yeah.
and
And how do you feel about DMing?
I probably could do it if it's something like this. If we have like a, what is this called?
What is what called?
You gave me Terra Invictus. You give me the insert or something like that. I could probably run this.
Well, I was saying even a D&D 5e. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
it's
right.
Really, they write out everything for you. You really don't have to think of much.
You could give me a D&D 5e. I mean, maybe we'd want to start with that. But I mean,
And it's mostly combat.
what I'm worried about is you breaking the game.
Well, I'd be pretty nice.
Okay.
I'd play Big McLarge Huge, the most boring fighter to ever fight. And it really would just be mostly sort of combat with some conversations.
Would you make any changes to D&D 5e just for your own pleasure? That would just be like, this is just bullshit.
Well, I mean, if it were
I mean,
me,
it
I
seems
wouldn't.
like-
I wouldn't play it. But it's something you're familiar with because you played Baldur's Gate. There is Nimble 5e, which would be probably more interesting. It's basically 5e, but designed to be faster and a bit more lethal, I think. But it cuts down a lot on like combat length and stuff. I haven't really read it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Well, I guess the question is, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about running Shadowdark. That's the problem that I have. Yeah, I worry about running some of these other modules.
Why?
Well, I mean, Shadowdark, I'm getting better at it. I just don't know if I've run it enough. And for
See, I feel like you'd prefer to run it compared to play it. Because you don't care about us dying then.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Like when that spider ran away and lost, did you care as a DM? Like,
No.
oh, my guy lost. Like, no, you don't give a shit. He could get you could have 20 goblins, they all get butchered. You don't care.
Nope, that's true.
It's like, if anything, you're happy for the players,
Yeah?
right? The thing with 5e is that you probably have to read the whole module.
Yeah.
I find OSR stuff is a lot easier to just pick up and go.
Well, there is a lot of stuff where they don't give you any information. They're just like, whatever.
There is a lot
It
more
doesn't matter.
improv.
Yeah, just like make something up.
5e is more for the smooth brains that don't.
More
like
likely,
to-
if I run something like this, you're gonna bring something up later. I'll be like, oh yeah.
I think it's a lot easier for me to go off script and break something like this compared to a 5e thing where it's like,
Yes.
okay, I understand I'm on a railroad. This is the adventure.
Like, I
We're
feel
doing the
like,
adventure.
look at this. You are going to use this at some point and go back and be like,
Well, the problem with this is there's no script.
Yeah.
There is no path that we're on. It's a freeform hex crawl. Whereas if you're on a 5e thing, it's like, this is the adventure. You go here.
Yeah.
You're talking to this guy. You're fighting this guy. Okay, now that directs you over here.
Well, I think that is interesting about the 5e, because if they've written everything out, it's almost like the adventure rights is already there.
Yeah, it is. There's starter sets. There's a starter set for 5e that I haven't read. You could maybe do that. You know, I think there's another one. There's a third party one that I didn't read. The Fall of Silver Pine Watch. I haven't really read this, but I picked it up a while back. And it's just like, this is a starter set, 102 pages, because it just tells you everything. And it has like DM guides and, you know, little tips about running it. And just is very guided, you know, you're like escorting things and you go to a little town, there's a roadblock, and it's like, here's what they do if they want to move it. Here's what they want to do if they break it up. You know, all this sort of stuff. Here's the accident, and, you know, like, it's all here, but it's harder to run it, like, just sit, like, okay, I've never read this, but I'm going to sit down at the table and go.
Okay.
Like, this kind of thing, you want to read it ahead of time.
Yeah.
So, I like OSR stuff because I don't like to read this stuff ahead of time. I'm better
No,
at
I
improv.
see what you're saying is that with the improv, you can basically just improvise everything as on the go. You're just like,
my prep time per week is very little before our session.
And I feel like something like this, I'm going to have to read to page 20 and kind of, okay, this is how I'm going to do this. This is how I'm going to do this. And
yeah, so that's sort of the trade-off.
Yeah, I can see.
This is definitely very guided. Like, there's not going to be much that surprises you, you as a DM, because there's and there's read aloud text, so you can say, oh, you know, here's Una's information, you know, so this is what she knows, and it has all the information you could say. This is like an actual D&D 5e thing. Like, I ran you guys through the secrets of Skyhorn Lighthouse with Draw Steel. That was our first Draw Steel adventure. This is going to have like actual read aloud text. Or it should. Maybe it doesn't. Most of them do, though. Nah, okay. This is actually from the creator of Shadowdark. Used to do 5e adventures.
Wow.
Here, Vandelver. Definitely. The western portion of this large hall ends in a wall of rubble, but the remainder is still intact. This was once the castle's banquet hall, soaring ceiling 25 feet high. Like, you just read this all out. You don't have to. It's not a bullet point list.
I will admit, that's pretty awesome.
Well, that's why they do it, because a lot of modern DMs like that and prefer that.
Yeah.
I don't. OSR people don't.
Well, I can understand that. I see the benefits of both. But I do have a little trouble with this. Like, this is a little bit harder.
Here, you don't have to really envision it. You just have to read what the description is.
Yeah.
You know? And there'll be other things. There'll be like some secret things, or like, oh, here's the stone brazier and what's under the stone brazier, and like, there's still have to read it and under. Yeah. This is each room is going to have this text.
Pretty nice.
You know? Yeah.
And you've already. Would you want to go through, or have you read all these? I mean,
well, Fandelver, I've done. It depends. Like, for just a little starter adventure for you to start. Oh, fuck, what is it called? It's like Dragon Island or something like that. Dragon's a Stormwreck Isle.
D&D starter set.
Yeah, I have it down there. I have not read it. I read like the first few pages.
We can do something like that then.
Yeah. And that's designed for first-time DMs.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, so you can do that sometime.
Maybe we should start with that. I mean, it might be a little boring for you, but at least I get a handle on it.
I like to play. I prefer to play to DM, you know?
Okay.
So I'm not that picky.
All right. Well, if we want to run something like this, I think we could try it.
There you go.
What's the worst that could happen? C- for the grade.
Oh, I mean, Alex, he's not gonna.
They're all mean.
He doesn't like any 5e stuff. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I don't know if he's given a good rating to anything in 5e.
Well, when you're when you go to the nerds,
yeah,
they're gonna be the most brutal, you know.
Yeah.
Wow, grade A.
A+ to Lost Mine of Phandelver. It is like the best thing.
Yeah.
That is definitely the best. That's why I ran it for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dragon of Ice Fire Peak. That one I don't have, I don't think. D-. Yeah. There's a lot of them, though.
All right. Well, if you want me to run one of these times, I can run them, but I'd prefer something a little more guided. Because
I figured. That's why I mentioned 5e.
I do like this, and I don't think this is bad.
Or Pathfinder. I mean, that's Pathfinder's good, too.
Yeah. But, yeah, if you want to play, I guess I could try and run one. As long as it's a little more guided, I think I'll give it a shot. I probably can't do worse than Lynn.
I mean, you could run these with Draw Steel, but then you have to convert. You know, that's why, like, 5e would not be a system I'd really pick, but it would be by far the easiest for you. You wouldn't have to convert anything. There's a plethora of adventures, and you're somewhat familiar with it already.
Could you always keep running the 5e adventures and just eventually convert to a different system? Or is it just a little too difficult?
What do you mean, eventually?
Well, like, we run one adventure with 5e, and then you're like, you know what, why don't we run the next one but convert it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've changed campaigns on you guys mid thing. It's somewhat if you're level 1, it's easy, but at a higher level, it's like, okay, how does this convert over?
Oh no, I meant one adventure like this, but we just pick a new characters and we just take a different 5e adventure and convert it before we run it.
Oh, okay.
Like, we run a starter set. So let's do a different starter set.
5e adventure with Draw Steel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doable. I mean, I ran Skyhorn Lighthouse with Draw Steel.
Yeah.
That was the first time you guys played Draw Steel. And you didn't realize it was a 5e adventure.
No, I did not.
You can run any adventure with any system. It just is how much work it is to convert.
Yes.
A lot of these, especially like low level ones, are because it's a goblin. So instead of a 5e goblin stat block, you take a Draw Steel goblin stat.
Pretty simple.
Like, that's it, you know?
Yeah.
If it's a custom creature, that gets a little hard, but most of these aren't custom creatures. Just fucking dragons, orcs, goblins.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying, is why don't we run one 5e one?
Yeah.
And then just for interesting for you, a different starter set we run, just see if we convert something to Shadowdark or Draw Steel, and then run it.
The only downside of that is confusing the fuck out of Mom.
Yeah, I get that. Well, that's true, but she's already done several of them now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, 5e, she won't be confused, will she?
I mean, it's similar to Shadowdark. It's D20 plus mod.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we can discuss it, but I don't mind. I think I could run one. Like
yeah, I mean, DMing's not really that difficult.
No. I just think that the improvisation could screw me over a little bit.
Yeah, that, you know, some are better than others, and it takes some experience to get more comfortable with it. But the thing that like I said, it's like most players don't think about stuff.
Nope.
Don't remember a lot of stuff.
Correct.
Don't notice that you're improvising versus running thing. If you're confident enough and you just yep, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, you did a lot of like random rolls and looking stuff up. Then players are like, okay, he doesn't know. He's improvised, especially like a random roll. Like if a player asks a question and then they just hear a dice roll and it's like, oh, okay, you know, then it's the players then know that it's random. It's not a determined thing.
Fair enough.
You know? That's why I really never roll for stuff like that. I like to be just definitive and move on.
Makes sense.
And that one of the things I like to just be quick, because you guys don't care that much or know that much. You know, it's just be quick. Just come up with something and go, rather than sit there and pour over a book.
Well, yeah, I get that. But that's kind of why a nice this would be nice to run one of these, because it just tells you everything. I don't have to make up anything. I can just keep rolling along.
Right.
You know, and then it's just simple.
Yeah. And assuming you don't have any disruptive players, it's pretty simple. I mean, I ran like Lost Mine of Phandelver for you guys, and it was pretty darn simple.
Yeah.
You guys didn't accomplish much. You didn't do much. You certainly didn't do anything I didn't expect or anything like that. So yeah, pretty simple.
And again, especially with 5e or something that draws steel, it's a lot of combat.
Yeah, it is.
So, and combat is not, there's no improv there or any.
No.
It's a lot of just you roll, I roll, you roll. All right. Well, I had fun.
Yeah,
and we didn't die or anything.
No, we always pretty fun, and we didn't die. That's good. Both good.
This was good. We will do some more Shadowdark next week.
Yep.
And continue on through this lovely crypt.
Yeah, that's true.
But we're going to be switching over to Archipelago now.
More Archipelago.
A good night.
Yep.
My name is Mang.
And I am Lego.
This has been Two Brothers Play Shadowdark. We'll see you finally.